Hello and happy first post-football season weekend to you. Let's do the best we can. But while it's not football season anymore, apparently it's still witch season. The likes of which this country's never seen. Good Lord. How gullible are some of you people? How completely naive and how deep in denial are you? Okay, so $355 million, but then there's another $100 million in interest. Okay, I'm putting my Lockhart High School math skills together. Then we move on to $83.3 million owed to E. Jean Carroll on top of the $5 million she had already received. This is all getting into almost real money, wouldn't you say? And keep in mind, everything we've seen so far is just the undercard. The main event, 4 criminal trials still to come. For a moment, let's just look at this logistically. Can you imagine the untold havoc this would cause? Wouldn't you want a president of the United States who is focused on being president of the United States and not just staying out of prison? And I do listen to you. I really do. And I've spoken to a lot of you who voted for Trump back in, 2016 and then did it again in 2020. And the common message there that I got from you, well, my life was okay. Well, good. That's glad. I like it when people's lives are okay. But understand this, just because you emerged unscathed the first time, don't think it will be that way if that man is returned to the Oval Office. You say it won't affect your life? Yeah, it will. It'll affect the economy, those of you who keep talking about the economy, the chaos that would cause in markets, not to mention the failure of our national security and what this would do to our global standing and the opportunities that this would present to our enemies. Your life would absolutely be affected, and so would the lives of your children. Think about this. This mostly is a matter of competence, okay? And as outraged as I am by Trump's personality, his total immorality, his total amorality, his colossal ignorance, the thing that bothers me the most is that he is grossly incompetent. You elected him because he's a business genius? He's made one good business move in his life, and it was based on smoke and mirrors. He built this brand, but there's no there. There ain't nobody behind the curtain. He has failed at every single thing he has done, and he failed miserably as president of the United States the first time around. So I'm hearing, well, this is all politically motivated. No, we're going to go through a little logical lesson here. There's a difference between association and causation. Now, when Trump breaks the law wantonly, obviously that's going to have political benefit to his opponents. But it doesn't mean that political benefit is what led to the charges. What led to the charges was his gross serial criminal behavior, and the evidence is all there. The evidence is open in every single one of these cases. You don't have to connect the dots. The documents, the videotapes, etc., are sitting there and slapping you in the face. And you say you don't care. And I watch the polls, kind of skeptical about results sometime these days for a variety of reasons. But a not insignificant percentage of you are saying you don't care if the president of the United States is a convicted felon or maybe a serial convicted felon. You say you don't care. Are you serious? You want to bury that one in a time capsule and let history judge you? No, this is not a witch hunt. And the issue here, I love this quote, justice is not persecution. When you break the law, it's going to have negative consequences. but the causation was your behavior. It's not that somebody was unfairly persecuting you. And the judgment that we got yesterday from Judge Ergeron, I love this quote. There were no shades of gray here, and this was not a victimless crime. This was high dollar, white collar crime. And the judge wrote in his opinion, the frauds found here leap off the page and shock the conscience. This is not a witch hunt. This is what I don't get. And I'm in equal parts horrified, but academically interested and even fascinated with this. Why do you give him a pass on everything? He lies, and then when that lie doesn't work, all he does is invent and advance a bigger lie. And in each case, it's okay. You know what this reminds me of, you Trumpers? Let's say you and your spouse have a teenage son. And let's say the cops catch your teenage son vandalizing cars in a parking lot. And your reaction is, my little angel would never do that. You're so deep in denial. And this is what, again, horrifies me and fascinates me. You're children. You are children. Because you live in a fantasy world, you will not let anything change that. You believe in things that aren't true, and you don't believe in things that are clearly true, and you do it as a security mechanism. It's like you need your thumb and your pass and your blankie. But don't worry, Dr. Coach has got a prescription for you. Take 2, grow the hell ups, and call me in the morning. We are radically rational.